am a team leader here at the Varmstu. A Varmstu is somewhere where people can be. The term is like a refuge for people. The main thing is to just get in from the outside, in from the rain, into the warm. They can use the shower so they can clean themselves. They can use a toilet. They can get tea, coffee, something to eat. We also have different services, so we can do guest washing. We can also allow people to charge their phones, which is something that they really need. The main demographic we have coming into our Varmstu is Eastern European. We try and make the Varmstu itself as bland as we can, to welcome as many different people as we can. It's actually illegal to set up in Denmark, to set up a camp or something more permanent, and the wording around that is quite grey. There's a big grey area of what constitutes a camp and what doesn't. In Copenhagen there are a few shelters that are set up, whether it's commune funded or charity funded or organisation funded, but they all have a target group.
My name is Kjartan Emhjelm, and currently I'm on government support because I've been homeless for 11 years. Yeah, this is one of the organizations that I'm a part of, and I'm the chair of SAN Copenhagen, and I'm a member of the board of SAN Denmark, and I've seen all the flaws of like the social system. And yes, SAN is a volunteer organization, and we are supported by the Danish government. We get some money, so we have some employees that work for us that do a bit of journalism, and to apply for money for our different our different groups of people. A lawyer and a social worker to help with problems, day-to-day problems, like people thrown out of their homeless shelters, or if you're not getting your money from the government. We try to tell the politicians what the problems with the current laws are and what the difficulties are for homeless people to fit into those laws. For example, lately there's been a lot of problems with people getting thrown out of homeless shelters, and then we can help them to write complaints and put the complaints in the right places and tell the politicians that's the problem, that people are thrown out for minor things or for things they haven't done. The reason why I got homeless is I had a company delivering food to the elderly and a couple of handicapped people that couldn't cook for themselves. And that was every day, because they need food every day. And I just finished like a small business school, so I thought I could do my accounting myself. I drank a lot. I've drunk a lot all my life actually, but started drinking even more, and then I very quickly became homeless. Applying for welfare, it was like a big step when you're depressed and you can't really do anything. And then I stayed in the beginning. I've stayed with friends here and there, and then I ran out of friends to stay with, so I got in a homeless shelter. The first time I applied to get an apartment from the government, couldn't help me. And since then I found out that they actually should have helped me. The place I was staying, they said, oh, never mind, we help you, we sort it out later, and we help you get back to life before you start applying again. They ran out of money, so they had to sell off this place I was staying at. That was in the summertime, so I stayed in parks there, and then at that point I got into the homeless community, like the people selling the homeless paper, and so I had a lot of friends there that had gotten apartments, like new friends, so I could stay with them. But it's a very rough community with a lot of drinking and a lot of drugs, so occasionally or often I would get thrown out in the middle of the night. I'd be sleeping in parks, and in the wintertime I was sleeping in the metro. And now I've I've got 100,000 in metro fines because for all the times I've been sleeping there to keep warm in the winter. And then I started selling this homeless newspaper, and that's about 3 or 4 years ago. And then I got into the board of the homeless newspaper. We are Hus Forbi, as it's called. And I thought that was really nice. And then I went into Sand. I got on the board there, and I got in the Copenhagen group, and now I'm the chair of the Copenhagen group. And that's helped me a lot. That's gotten me on top and gotten me out of my depression, like working to help other homeless people.
Stop criminalizing poverty.